To me, it's a lifestyle, just in the same way that, hunting is to somebody or fishing is to somebody else. I mean, climbing for me is for sure, a way of life.
I didn't ever expect climbing like this to exist in Missouri. It's great to have so many options just right around where you live.
Climbing is the best sport ever. It's the best thing ever. It's like the gateway to get outside.
So the cool thing about climbing is really anyone can be a climber, right? But when you get into kind of the technical climbing, there's lots of ways to make it safe. So the simplest, which is my favorite, the simplest form of climbing is bouldering. Your safety mechanism is pads, right? Pads and friends as spotters, So when you're working through a sequence or trying to find the holds, whatever, if you fall, which happens, you're gonna, the idea is that you hit a crash pad. Kind of moving up from there is probably sport climbing is really popular, and a lot of the explosion really since the 80s and 90s is the explosion of sport climbing. And that's where there's actually pre-drilled anchors, and the climber will actually, clip these things on their way as they're moving up the climb. And if they fall, they just kind of fall back to where that last anchor was. And then when they get to the top, there's 2 of those drilled in, and then you can just lower off. And then even, other friends can do what's called top roping, where the rope is already hung from the top, and then, your fall is really, really short.
The last time we met out here with those first responders and everyone else,
right,
we developed all of this through here. And this rock, I'm surprised at how good this rock is. It's so hard, so solid. So we cleaned off all of this, and then so I think it's definitely a good diverse cliff for doing all this stuff.
Well, that's definitely what we're after.
Yeah.
The Department of Conservation has decided we're going to allow rock climbing on Rockwood's conservation area. Beta Fund has identified this area as a great place for persons of all ages and skill levels to climb rocks. Hopefully when it's all said and done, this will be a great place for the public in Missouri to come and have an adventure.
I'm a board member on the Beta Fund. We're a nonprofit agency. We try to protect and preserve climbing areas in the Midwest area. So this is areas like, really close to St. Louis. So this is clearly a place that we want to try to help promote climbing at. It's an old quarry. Climbing technology's changed, so we're able to put bolts in and get more climbing areas closer to St. Louis.
So I met my husband years ago at a rock climbing gym, and whenever we had kids of our own, we just decided this was going to be a family thing for us. So we're really excited about having this location opening up so close to the St. Louis area, and we know we're going to be here spending lots of time with the friends and just enjoying the feel of the rock and the fresh air together.
So yeah, the cool thing to me is, of course, I love to see the shift in the conservation department towards public use. Everybody in Missouri pays for the conservation department, so everybody really should have an opportunity to use these lands in a responsible way that is in a conservation-friendly kind of way. Anything that gets people outside, gets people excited about nature, gets them involved in conservation activities, man, that's, quality of life, holy cow, right?